Respect. 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 respect, 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 Respect. 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 Respect.
Good afternoon and welcome everybody once again at Gahanga International Cricket Stadium. We're back for the second game of the Women's Elite today. Alongside me are the captains of Ingenzi Heroes and Ingabo Knights, alongside Miss Veronique, the match official here for the coin flip. Shakila will be giving a toss here. Heads is the call. Tail it is. Shakila winning the toss. What would you like to do first?
We are going to batting first.
And what total do you want to post here?
We are looking at the 120 plus.
Any changes to your side?
Yeah. It's Christabella out, Janette in.
All the very best. Thank you very much. They want to bat first and you will be bowling first. Any changes to your side here?
Yeah, of course, Kayla is in, Maibora, and Torian is out.
What total do you want to restrict them to?
Below 8 as usual.
Thank you very much. All the very best. That's the report from out here in the middle. Ingenzi winning the toss and opting to bat first.
Good afternoon and welcome back into the commentary box. We're witnessing a great competition between Ingawa Knight and Ingenzi Heroes. Here you can see the team list for Ingenzi Heroes. You have Shimwe Giselle, Mugwaneza Grace, Mukundwa Nasla, Utag Shimaninde Fanny, Wasa Giovanni, Suimana Rus, Nyomoza Shakil, Irangunda Meosa, Mia Margaret, Nyansenga Janet, and Sonia Ilagena. For Ingawa Knight, you have Rosine, the captain, Menyimana Marie Diane, Ngabire Georgette, Mukamson Anif, Mrekatebe Liz, Tumukunde Marie Josepha, Uftine Marilian, Ishimwe Mtono Wasizu Rufat, Nyandirimana Pacific, Nakutsuge Dorian, Women's Kayla, and Idakoze Laura. Ingenzi Heroes winning the toss and electing to bat first early in the morning. We've seen Ingabo Knights and Imena Heroes having also a great competition there. Ingabo Knights, they have won the game by 9 wickets. Let us see what they're going to be doing in this competition. Both teams were very, very competitive. Gens Heroes have been leading the point table, and Ingabo Knights have been the second. On the batting side, Takshimaninde Fani and Ishimwe Giselle will be standing out for Ingenzi Heroes. For Ingabo Knights, Bimenyimana Maridian will be opening from the pavilion end early in the morning. We've seen maidens, we've seen maiden wickets, we've seen bowlers delivering great spells. Let us see if Diane and her colleagues, in her teammates, can do the same like what they have done earlier in the morning. They have managed to shrink the team below 35 runs. From there, you can see the man with multiple tasks in physio. There in the middle, I don't know what he's doing there. They can see the point table. We have Ingenzi Heroes. 5 games, they have won 5. Ingabo Knights, 5 games, they have won 3. Amasimbi Hawks, they have played 5, have won 2, and have lost 3. Imena Herons, last but not least, have played 5, and they have lost 5. They can see the summary of how the teams have been winning games. For the first place, we have Ingabo Knights winning by 9 wickets. Ingenzi Heroes winning by 6 wickets. Ingenzi Heroes winning by 33 runs. Ingabo Knights winning by 21 runs. Ingenzi Heroes winning by 7 wickets. Amasimba Hawks winning by 6 wickets. Ingabo Knights winning by 55 runs. Ingenzi Heroes winning by 7 wickets. Ingenzi Heroes winning by 9 wickets. The Masimbi Hawks winning by 8 wickets. Summarize, you can see the way one name have been repeating so far. The name is Ingenzi Heroes. Some sort of changes in the Field, fielder's position. Alongside me, I'm not alone. I have Zed Khan. First ball of the innings coming up. Swing and miss. Zed, you're welcome.
Good afternoon, Enoch, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're back to the game here, the action unfolding. Two sides, of course, Ingabo Knights winning the morning competition. They'll be high on confidence taking on the Ngenzi Heroes, the unbeaten side in this tournament. Powerfully hit there, doesn't beat the fielder. There is some movement up front by Biminyamana Meridian, who's bowling from the pavilion end here. Over a period of time, she's really worked on her skill delivering the deliveries, moving away from the right-handers. In the air, oh, just touches the hand and it rolls on. It won't reach the boundary ropes, but they're running hard. It was an opportunity. There would have been a wicket in the first over, but for a moment, her heart was stuck. The ball was in the air for a very, very long time. She got a hand to it, the fielder. Couldn't time her jump on that occasion. Powerfully hits that, beats the fielder. And this is why Genzi Heroes have been at the very top. Very strong with the batting. The opening batters have been prolific throughout the competition. Look at that. That was the opportunity there. It was in the air. She took a jump at it, but then couldn't hold on to it. Lucky for her, it didn't go all the way to the boundary ropes. Down the leg, that will be a wide. I believe if Ingabo Knights are to provide themselves the opportunity to have the game in their bag, they have to pick up early wickets against Ngenzi Heroes. There's two more deliveries left here. Powerful hit in the air once again. Will land short of the fielder. She goes for a throw towards the keeper's end. Wasn't accurate. Quickly done there.
As you have mentioned, something great about Ingenzi Heroes. They are not only looking for big shots, they know when to pick singles. Like when maximums and boundaries are not coming, they know they know that they have to pick singles. They know that they have to keep the ball ticking.
Yeah, they've kept the scoreboard very active, which is a positive, which is a good sign. That's what you expect from experienced players, and it's good to see them develop. Powerfully hits that through extra cover there. Nice looking bat swing, and a misfield will allow them to pick up a double. Not happy, very casually done by Belize Morikatete in the deep. She's got a strong arm, but bit of slopiness up front. You cannot allow those mistakes against the likes of Ingenzi Heroes. See the dugout, very calm, full of youngsters. Coach Ghislaine there, just having a few word with the youngsters. As you can see, the table toppings 5 out of 5 for Ingenzi Heroes. Unbeaten side, 10 points to their name. Net run rate being very healthy at 2.6.
First over done now. 80 runs on the board. No wickets down. We still have the openers, Takshiman Indefani and Ishingezil coming back. Lazine Ilela is now coming in the attack from the airport end. Early in the morning, they have also used the same strategy. Pace bowler and the spinner.
Yeah, Rosine, not the biggest turners of ball, but she likes to land it in the safe areas there. and she tries to capitalize on the amount of dotted deliveries, trying to apply pressure onto the batters so that they end up making a false shot. You can see Dian Bimenyimana at sleep there, very, very alert. You can see that line that she's approaching there, and trying to entice the batter to have a go at it through covers. If you make a mistake, you catch an edge.
Goes for a big shot now. Is then protection? There was no protection. Way too close, but didn't manage to stop it from reaching the rope.
Yeah, very, very healthy. Taguchi Maninde, Fanny. Look at that. Short arm jab onto the leg side using the flow of the bat there and the vacant region. She applies that boundary. That's one thing Ingenzi Heroes have been really using, which is the power play. Field restrictions, only two fielders allowed outside. One at long on, deep deep square leg once again beating that fielder. That will be back-to-back boundaries. Look at the gap she's picked. She knows she's got just one fielder within the circle to beat on the off. She beats mid off and it goes for another boundary.
Look at the way she kept her shape, the balance, eyes on the ball, use of the feet, stepping out and sending it to the boundary. There was no straight hit. Fielder.
Bit of turn this time around. Much better line, keeping it tighter is Rosine. Good comeback for her. 8 runs she's given away, Enoch, in this over. That just goes on to tell you how aggressive both of the openers are. We haven't seen Ishimwe Giselle being too aggressive. She was a bit aggressive, but right after that opportunity she gave away, she understands she's got to keep it on the ground and support the aggressive Fanny. That'll be the end of the second over. 17 runs on board for no loss. Current run rate of 8.7. As you can see, the highest total of the tournament, Ingabo Knights versus Amasimbi Hawks. Ingabo Knights posted 120 for the loss of 7 wickets in their 20 overs of play, which was last weekend. That is what Ngenzi Heroes are trying to do. Look for those triple digits and try to maximize their opportunities. Try to have enough runs in their bag for the bowlers to be defending in the second innings.
Takushima Fanny back in the business. Oh my goodness, look at that swing.
Beautiful, beautiful delivery there by Bimenyimana. And in order to disrupt that sort of bowling, you've got to have some trigger movement. Try to get in better positions. Play with a straight bat. Do not go across the line. Much better line this time. Plays it around the corner for a very, very quick single. Ishimwe Giselle. As quick as Giselle out in the middle. Very, very quick. Applying pressure to the fielders. And that is why you find most of the fielders making the fumbles because they get pressurized that the batters might steal another extra run.
Another good delivery. From there, you can see that because of the outswing, she's delivering. She's now targeting the middle stump. You just try to go across a bit, she'll be getting your off stump.
Yeah, the conditions are also favoring her nature of bowling. As you can see, she's getting that movement. There's a cold breeze across the field as well. Gets a no from her partner there, Shima Giselle. Mind you, one of the batters who's very capable of catching up to her strike rate and even maximizing it early on might be taking some time. Look how far away that front foot is down the leg this time. And that is one of the reasons why she faces trouble playing the outswinging delivery of Dian Bimenyimana. Shima Giselle, if you have a look at her at her stance, you can see her front foot is very wide of leg on the leg side and very wide stance. Chance of a run out. A yes no call out in the middle, and the throw didn't come as quick as Bimenyimana wanted it to be. Fanny was more than halfway down the pitch on that surface. The production allows us, we'll see that on the replay at some point. Powerfully hit down the ground, will go through the fielder for a boundary. Powerfully struck by Ishimwe Giselle.
That was a bullet, I'm telling you. The fielder didn't see that coming. She thought that she's going to stop it. Look at that. But unfortunately, she missed it completely. And the ball also went straight on the ground to the boundary, making it the third boundary of this innings. What a good way to start for Ingenzi Heroes. A partnership of 21 runs from 18 deliveries. We still have Ishimwe Giselle and Utau Shimani out there in the middle. 23 runs on the board after three overs which have been bowled and no wicket down. Backing the attack is Ire Rosine, the captain. For the first over, she have gone for 9. I know she's a fighter. She got this competing spirit. Let us see if she can make it count. I mean, this over.
Once again, targeting the stumps there. Rosine understands the aggressive nature of the two batters. If she provides width to these two batters, they will take her on. That's why she's trying to angle it into the right hander there. If she happens to have one delivery that sneaks through, she'll be in business there. But right now, she's doing really well with 3 back-to-back dotted deliveries. With an offer and fumble, pick up 2 runs very, very quickly. Frustration here by the fielders. The fielding hasn't been top notch here. Plenty of runs being provided, and Ingenzi Heroes capitalizing on that.
Projected score being 136 runs. Goes up in there. That's an edge. Fielder thinking that the ball will come straight. My goodness.
Surviving by the string there. Fielder letting her side down once again. There were 2 opportunities, one of a catch, one of a run out. She missed out on both early on. This is why the batters get too comfortable at the crease, Enoch, because they see the threat of the fielders not being there. So they tend to maximize their capabilities and punish the opposition. Oh, beautiful delivery. Look how that one snuck past the outside edge. Didn't go onto the stumps. Good awareness. 27 for no loss after 4. It goes on to tell you completely two different sides. The morning game, by the end of the sixth over, there were 7 wickets down. Here we're 4 overs into the game, into the first innings, and it's 27 for no loss.
13 dots have been bowled, and 3 singles have been picked, 5 doubles. Look at that. And 3 boundaries. Nyirandorimana coming in the attack from pavilion end. A beautiful stroke from Gisele Ishimge, but sending the ball straight to the fielder. That shot was well executed, but unfortunately not in the gap. Driving that one straight to the fielder once again. 2 dots have been bowled so far. Driving that one straight to the fielder once again. 3 dots in a row. Early in the morning, you've seen the attitude when Ingao Knights was competing against Imena Herons. They were way too positive. Driving that one straight to the mid-on fielder. Back to what I was saying in the morning, we've seen the way Ingao Knights was playing. They're playing comfortably with a positive attitude. But this is cricket. They are now facing a different team with a different attitude. So they need to do different things. Goes up in the air, but the ball lands safely. They're coming for the second one. Made it comfortably. This is what women's LA competition brings on the table. This young talent with bright future. Three runs have been picked so far. Another great shot. In the gap. They are coming for the second one. Oh my goodness. Look at the way they are running the first run first. The blind turn, the way they are turning. For 2 runs so far on the board, five overs done, and no wickets down. They are moving by 6 runs per over. From there, you can see in the 5th over they have picked 5 runs. 4th they have picked 4 runs, and in the 3rd they have picked 6 runs, and in the 2nd over they have picked 9 runs. In the 1st over they have picked 80 runs. Look at that positive approach and positive attitude. As the opening batters, you have to make sure that you are maintaining that. Not only in the start, but also you have to make sure that you are maintaining that approach for long enough, because you're not playing for yourself, but you are playing for the team. Projected score being 128 runs. They are both leading the point table. Indian Zeros being the first and Ingabonite being the second. That was not a bad start from Shimge Zulfat earlier on the previous post-match presentation. She said about how practice makes perfect. Let us see if it can also work to Giselle. Another good delivery, which is pitched in the red spot. Giselle Ishimge, 7 runs from 11 deliveries. She faced. She just tried to cut that one, but unfortunately, it went straight to the fielder at the point position. This is not how she plays normally. She is very well known for being aggressive. Oh my goodness. That must hurt. That must hurt, I'm telling you. But from there, you can see the intentions and the spirit. For that so far, another dot coming in to make it 5 dots. Is it going to be a maiden? Now the current run rate is going down, it's moving down to 5 runs per over. Stepping out and driving it. Showing some intentions of running. But the attitude from Shimge Zulfat not allowing them to rotate just for a single run. That's the first maiden of the innings. So 2 runs on the board, no wickets down. End of the power play. We've got 4 fielders down there in the deep. From that delivery, she knew where the gap was. Some of the fielders are outside. She knew that playing over the bowler would be impactful and productive. Just trying to use off the foot, tapping that one straight to the short third man. Another great shot, well executed, but straight to the fielder. Shimnesh Zel, 7 runs off 17 deliveries. She faced. This is not what she does normally. Cutting that one straight to the fielder, but quick enough to rotate the strike. This is the difference between teams. The intentions from Ingenzi Heroes, the intentions of winning, the intentions of rotating and getting runs is far different from other teams. You find them just waiting for maximums and big shots. But here in Gen Z Heroes, they do understand the impact of those singles and those doubles at the end of the day. Last ball of this over. Hitting that one straight to the fielder. 7 overs done now. It's at 4 runs and no wickets lost. Takshiman in the funny, leading from the front, 24 runs off 24 deliveries. And Ishimge Giselle, 80 runs off 18 deliveries.
Moving well at the moment, both of them, as you can see, the partnership of 34 of 42 deliveries, 24 of 24, and 8 of 18, respectively. These growing pains, Enoch. There's a bittersweet moment. Yes, the bitter part is Fanny being on 24 of 24. And the sweet part for Ingabo Knights here is having Ishimwe Giselle quiet. She's on 8 of 18, which is not usual. She is an aggressive batter, using her feet this time, plays it down the ground, will be 1 run. But at the end of that shot, I'd like to request the production team to post the highest totals of individuals when it comes to batting here. Lever Shimo Giselle being amongst the top scorers in the tournament here. She's been playing really well, playing a very useful hand. An appeal, this half-hearted appeal will not be given. Shimwe Zurfat was very, very economical. And even now, as you can see, she's into her second over of her spell and she gave away just 1 run, playing it through covers this time. Could see Giselle was more than ready to come back for a double, but Fanny declines a double, allowing her to keep the strike. Did they give you
A run out chance. My goodness, she missed it completely. That's the effect of not being alert and active enough. There you can see such small argument between Giselle and Utakshiman in the funny. Another dot delivery. What a great spell this has been. Stepping out, going hard. First maximum of the innings coming up. This is what we've been saying. That is not the same Giselle we are used to. Look at that. Look at the balance. Look at the use of the feet. Menyimana Diane being down there, thinking that she's going to catch it. But Giselle connected it hard and got enough of it. From there you can see 137 boundaries so far. And 3 maximums. I think this one will make to 4 maximums. Shimnyesh there leading from the front. Now you can see that there is this shift in pressure. Shimnyesh there moving to 15. 8 overs completed for 2 runs on the board. No wickets down. What a positive attitude and approach from Ingenzi Heroes. Getting runs, maintaining the balance, and also making sure that the batters are playing their role right. Cut shot between fielders. And the one thing I've liked about Ingenzi Heroes is the way they keep rotating the strike, the way they keep the board active, and the way they keep fielders busy and bowlers busy thinking what to do and how to do it. Another great shot from Takushimani in the funny straight on the ground to Menyimana Diane at the mid off position. My goodness. Ooh, that would have been another wicket falling. But due to the accuracy of the wicket keeper, didn't manage to get the opportunity.
Lovely cool afternoon here at Gahanga. Enoch, you believe the games will bring on some heat to this afternoon? Currently, we're in the ninth over, 44 runs on the board without picking up a single wicket. Goes on to tell you the quality of Ingenzi Heroes. Top order batting. Very, very aggressive indeed. Who do you think is the standout player for you in this tournament? Oh, lovely effort in the deep there by Dian Bimenyimana. Was about to go over her head. She had to time that jump perfectly. Production has to show that one more time. Lovely effort in the deep there by the keeper of the national side.
45 runs on the board, 9 overs done, projected score being 100. And now you can see, I know you're good in mathematics. They are moving by 5 runs. Back to your question. I think we've seen bowlers doing a great job, delivering great spells you have never seen before. Cannot be specific and mention a name of the player, but I'm telling you, bowlers have been doing a great job. Even though I have to mention the name, that name would come from bowlers.
Strangely, you be leaning towards the bowler side. I'll be leaning towards the batters. I believe batters are the purest entertainers of the game of cricket. You get to see Tagushi Maninde Fani, excellent talent we've got to come across. The youngster being very aggressive. We've seen her hit big, big shots, big, big innings. Look at that. Clubs it down. Should be taken, will be taken. Dian Bimenyimana takes the catch of Fanny. Unfortunate for her. She'll have to take the commentator's curse on that occasion. But throughout the tournament, she's been really, really handy, scoring 27 of 33 deliveries today. And Uimanzi comes in with a breakthrough. And that is what I was about to talk about. Having enough wickets in hand by the time you reach the 16th, 17th over of play, you have the freedom to allow yourself to push a bit extra to go above that 100 mark. Not just 100 runs, you can go beyond that as well. We've seen that in the past if you save enough wickets in hand. Youngster, very, very talented. It's a youngster versus youngster, and that catch came in at a very crucial time. Nyomuhoza, the new batter in. Wimanzi. Very interesting youngster. Have a look at that. She's half the size of the umpire. Very, very intimidating, but she's got a very high stature when it comes to performance. And because of her physical height, as a batter, it is very difficult to get underneath her deliveries, get underneath in order to apply some elevation onto your shots. You can see the height difference between the batter and the bowler. David versus Goliath out in the middle. Flighted and slower delivery this time around. Full face of the bat presented. Good cricket being played this afternoon. My co-commentator earlier on mentioned being a wicket-keeper batter back in his days. Took a trial of his during lunchtime. The man was absolutely useless without the gloves. He said, if only I had some gloves with me, I would be clinical. Very aggressive run being taken there by Shima Giselle. Enoch, is it the game that is running away from you, or you are running away from the game? Because those skills were really, really questionable during lunchtime. You seem more like a pace bowler, a medium pacer, or a spinner who's a wannabe pace bowler. Which one is it? Oh, that is an effort going down in vain. She put in the dive, but a little bumpy. It goes to the boundary ropes for four. Wimanzi ends her over with a boundary there. End of 10 overs. Look at that. Look at that full-blooded drive down the ground. And the dive was there, but it just bumped up in the air slightly, allowing the ball to go past her. Fans are building up. You can see some young faces coming around, trying to catch action live here at Gahanga. Apart from the games, you happen to come around here at Gahanga, spend some time. Mr. Enoch, tell us about your experience here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium.
Before I talk on that, I would like to answer the question he was asked for if it's the game running from me or if I'm the one running from it. Actually, it's the ball running from my hands because I have no gloves. Actually, I've been here for so long, so I used to just come here, relax, watch the ground, watch the pitch.
You come here to watch the grass or you come here to watch the glass. Whichever way you come to watch, it would be accurate. Goes down on one knee and clubs it onto the leg side for a beautiful boundary. Powerful looking shot. She picked her gap so early, Ishima Giselle, and you can see she's catching up to her strike rate. She's on 21 of 25 deliveries now. Just a fraction short, and look at that. Look how deep into her crease she's standing. Hitting it on the boards of our proud sponsors there. And wide it is. They need to be really careful about those extras, Enoch. It can come and haunt them in the end.
From there, you can hear someone screaming, catch that one, because they know the damage that Giselle can cause before you've said Goliath and David. But in the end, as you've seen that over, Goliath won over David. Maybe that story was a fiction because what I've witnessed today, it was different. Nyom Hoza Shakil, the captain, being on 5 after facing 3. Up in there. Ooh, someone is saying those opportunities never come back.
Enticing the batter here to go for big shots. You can see all the fielders are now standing at the boundary ropes. They know Nyomuaza likes to go for powerful shots using her long levers. And that's why all the fielders have been placed onto the boundary ropes. But that is where she's got to be smart and not fall into the baited attempt of the opposition. Just try to keep the strike rotating and provide the opportunity to Giselle. Look at that. Look how quickly she picked up that single. Very, very easy for her. And even the fielders, they've got to optimize, adapt to the conditions, and try targeting towards Nyomuhoza's end, as Ishimwe Giselle is very, very cautious about her running.
I think here the best thing they can do is just to make sure that they keep running, they keep rotating, because I know that will put pressure on the fielding side. Then those fielders at the boundary, they just need to come in, and that's when Shakira Nyamhoza will have to attack the rope, because even if she cannot get it now, there will be no risk of being caught.
A very slow delivery there on that occasion. And just got punched for a single. I believe she could have done much better. 11 overs done, 59 for the loss of one. The healthy part of it is they haven't given away wickets. They gave away just one, and that was in the attempt of going for a big shot. Apart from that, they haven't given away too many chances, which is a good sign for any batting side.
Your Goliath comes back. I mean, your David comes back into attack.
Very impressive youngster. Can see the confidence, and because of her physical height, despite being a spinner, her run up is very long. To gain some momentum using her pace. Look at that, and look how accurate that line is. Really remarkable. Wimanzi showcasing her talent. The youngster comes from the countryside. So much power behind that shot. It was pulled with some effort. She's playing a very handy knock. Shimwe Giselle out in the middle, slowly and steadily getting aside to somewhere safe.
Sixty runs on the board so far. Earlier on in the morning, we've seen a team posting 34 runs. They became the new champion.
Ah, hits one past the bowler there. I'll ask you one thing. We've seen the batter on your screen, Ishimwe Giselle, there being fortunate enough to travel overseas through the game of cricket, being fortunate to grace the Lord's Cricket Stadium, the mecca of cricket in the world. If you were to travel anywhere in the world for the game of cricket, what would be your optimal choice of location and why?
Actually, I would say India because this India have got like may I say talent, may I say great names, big names, because they have many legends that I wish that I could meet.
That will be taken. The catch is taken. A bit of extra bounce, and you can see Uimanzi picking up a wicket, a second wicket for her. Look at that. Again, David winning the competition here. That is a massive, massive wicket of Ishimwe Giselle. She rocked onto the back foot, but then there was extra bounce, and she couldn't control the flow of her swing. Ended up giving away an easy, easy catch within the inner circle. Short extra cover, taking that catch.
Look at that, just trying to go over the fielder, but there was no much power behind that hit.
I'll tell you, that delivery looked like it's hit some sort of a crack on the field there, and the top spin coming in handy. That ball was having an extraordinary bounce behind it. Shima Giselle couldn't have predicted that much bounce from the surface. But again, it's all science. The amount of torque you create with the spin of the delivery, and then the trajectory being a bit flat at times, the contact coming into the surface with the seam position happens to just give it that extra bite from the surface and just bumps extraordinarily, as we saw with that dismissal of Giselle.
12 overs have been completed. And Sonia Iragena, the left-hander, comes in. Somehow difficult bowling to this combination of left and right-handed batter.
Who do you like to watch personally, the left-handers or the right-handers, while batting,
Right-handers.
and why?
Back in days, I was not used to see these left-handed batters executing proper cricket shot. Goes for a sweep shot on down on one knee. She got a single up there. She picked up a single. Back to what I was saying, I was back when I was young playing this cricket. Our coaches used to say that it's very difficult to see a left-handed batter who can execute all cricket shots like they are supposed to be executed. But when you after growing up have realized that they are left-handed batters who can do great things even more than how right-handed batters can. 13 overs have gone. 7 more overs to go. 65 runs on the board. 2 wickets down. Still, we are moving by 5 runs. I would also like to send the same question, Zed.
I've always preferred looking at left-handers because being a right-hander myself, I don't find anything unusual about a right-hander. So when I find someone in a mirrored image playing those shots and they've got such a powerful strike towards the leg side, which is really exciting to watch. So personally, left-handers have always looked more elegant playing their shots. Look at the likes of Kumar Sangakkar playing a cover drive. Chef's kiss, one of the best looking drives you'll see around. On the right-handers, you'll see plenty. But on the left-handers, look at the swing of Yuvraj Singh, the six sixes that he hit. Lovely flow of the bat. The left-handers got a bit extra magic to their batting. Over the bowler's head this time. A few inches short, she was attempting to hold on to that.
But said I think those shots are not. There is nothing much about them. But the case is we are not used to see left-handers executing those shots as they are supposed to be executed. That's
But,
why you are always surprised.
well, at the moment, I'm not surprised of you saying that because I personally believe there's plenty of cricket left for you to watch. So by the time you get to watch enough cricket, you will understand what I'm talking about. At the moment, the talk is out of the syllabus. A run out it will be. Excellently done there by the keeper and the fielder. Wicket number 3 goes down. That has to be Sonia Irajena who's got to depart. The first run was taken very slowly, and the second attempt came in as a run out. 66 for the loss of 3 now. Look at that. Oh, I beg your pardon. It wasn't the second run, it was the first run. She never got off the mark there. If she couldn't reach there, she could have said no to her partner. Poor communication. And they've lost wicket number 3. Listening to what the man is saying. Left-handers don't have enough shots.
One more delivery to go.
She cut that, but didn't go anywhere. The overs are drying up as they approach the business end. 14 overs being completed here. It's 68 for the loss of 3. Enoch, what do you think they should do from here on? What sort of approach do you reckon the Ngenzi Heroes should have with 6 overs left in play? There you have the graph. Going up the hill like we do going to Kichikuro from Gahanga. Got to go up that hill of Nyanza. And the Manhattans as well. Only 2 being exceptional over number 10 and over number 12 because they've got a wicket dot on top of them.
Something great that Ingenzi Heroes have done is they still have many wickets in their pocket. Look at that shot. Have you noticed and realized how many times Shakil will have to play that shot to go off the mark?
Yeah, it's a safe shot. You just have to play and place it past the bowler. It's in the safest zones there. Everybody standing on the boundary ropes is not trying to go for any powerful shots, which is a mind game being played here by Ingabu Knights. They're enticing her to go for a biggie, providing themselves the opportunity on the boundary ropes. Oh, this time she takes the bait. And the umpire says no. We'll have a look at that from the sides. See if we can gather a replay of that from a different angle. Do we have that from the production? There it is. Oh, thank you, production. Look at that. Foot was outside. Oh, that looked out. That really looked out. It was a very tight call, I must say. Great effort there. Unless we get to see that moment slow down. Because the part at which her bat came back touching the ground and the bail's being taken off, it was very, very quickly done.
One more time, playing her favorite shot. Previously, we've been analyzing that with Leonard, saying that even the trial games, in international games, that's her favorite shot.
Clubs it, couple of bounces, and just one run coming off it. Look at that throw. A bullet overthrow coming from the deep. No chance they could have gone for a double. 15 overs being completed, but there is that opportunity. Has the bat gone down on the ground? As you can see, very, very tight indeed, Enoch. What do you see from that? Sharing the commentary box with me here as you've been watching the action.
Sometimes you feel as we catch the umpire sleeping, and when they make the appeal, like used to say in the morning, you have seen the way Zulfat have been appealing every single delivery, saying, "How is that? How is it?" Maybe she has her own reasons, but according to what I've seen, I think that would have been out because the bat was not. She goes down straight down the ground on one knee for a sweep shot. Seems like there's no protection. Oh my goodness. Azin appears just like a ghost, saving it.
Yeah, plenty of ground to be covered by the captain there. Rosine Herrera doing really well, covering plenty of space towards her right. Appearing as a ghost, says my co-commentator, as he couldn't see her on the screen covering that ground. At times, the cameramen in the afternoon tend to get affected by the lunch. Sleepy boys at times, but not to take away anything from them. They've been doing remarkably well with the camera. Tracking the ball down is not anybody's cup of tea. It is quite a task, especially with the strong breeze moving around, lots of action happening. You've been a cameraman yourself, Enoch. Tell us about that experience.
Loud appeal there. Umpire shows no interest. Do you see what I've told you? I don't know her experience, but the way she appeals after every single delivery, maybe she knows something about the umpires. But never mind.
Just 2 runs being given in at the very first delivery. After that, it's been back-to-back dots. And those dots can be very, very costly for Ingenzi heroes here. Into the 70s they are. Final delivery of the 16th. Once again, angling into the pads. It's a very, very risky shot. That should be out. Will be given as out. Another wicket goes down. Zero communication between Uwasi Giovannis and Nyumuhoza Shakila, the captain. An absolute mix up out in the middle. Enoch there.
Japanese just glancing that one, thinking that she's going to go off the strike, off from strike. Look at that. That was perfectly played. For the first time, she survived. But this time, no chance of surviving. The incoming batter is Amelia Margaret, the one who retired from the national side. She have done what she could have done. Now she's just enjoying domestic cricket. Once you have played it, my cricket is different from football, basketball. It's addictive. What? It's addictive because like every single boy who plays there on the national side have played a different game. Look at now. They have stayed in cricket just for 10 years, 5 years without getting anything for them. Stepping out, hitting that one up in there, but it lands safely. Shaquille O'Neal as the captain, I think she has to stand out and play a big and crucial role for Ingenzi Heroes. They say that they need to post how many runs? 80 plus. Oh, that's what Shakila said. Early on the toss, Shakila have said that they are at least looking forward to post something 80 or above 80. 80 runs plus. Now they are behind 5 runs. Swing and miss. Not a great way to start. Previously, we've seen Vumilia Margaret, denying to take a single run, waiting there on the crease, but she end up winning boundaries. Abdul, up there and picking up a single. Abdul, wide delivery, that is. 77 runs on the board, 4 wickets down, stepping out, hitting that one straight on the ground in her favorite region, favorite place. They say that practice makes perfect, practice makes permanent. I wonder how many times she has to work on that shot because of the way she executes it well, the way she gets it right, and the way she uses it so many times. Goes up in there. There was a chance of being caught, but the fielder denied to risk the boundary, looking for a catch. Another good shot there. And she picks up a boundary. A maximum. Another maximum. Making it the second maximum of the innings. From there, you can see what the captain has to do, leading from the front. "17 overs done now. 85 runs on the board. 4 wickets have been picked. Another good shot from there. But picks up a single, letting Shakir have the full responsibility of carrying the team as the captain. My goodness, that beats her completely. But we are in the last overs. They do have to run. They do have to grab every single opportunity and make a use of it. The projected score is 100 runs. 13 more runs to reach 100. She picks that one well. Finding a protection there is Diane Menyman, the one who have played a crucial role in this innings, just stopping boundaries, protecting the rope. Swing and miss. Swing and miss. 2 more deliveries to go. Shakila Nyomhoza being on 20 after facing 19 deliveries. Familia Margaret being on 4 after facing 5. Oh my goodness, look at that trigger movement. Use of the foot, use of the feet, the footwork. Just trying to put something big, putting something huge on the board for the team. Look at that. Now they pick up a single. From there you can see the way Shakil have played the previous 2 dose deliveries, just trying to go for big shots, going for maximums and boundaries. After missing them completely, she was like, I need to rotate on this one so that I can be the one facing from the other end, because she really knows that she's the one who have to carry the team through. Eighteen overs have been completed here. We still have 2 more overs to go. 89 runs on the board. 4 wickets have been picked. And the main man, Diane, coming to deliver her 3rd over. After 2 overs, she's gone for 14. Another good shot, straight on the ground to the long off position. Finding Irreros in there as the captain, the one who've been protecting ropes all day long. running miles just to make sure that the rope will be kept safe. Amelia Margaret goes hard. It's going to be a boundary. Nope. A run out chance. A run out chance, I'm telling you. Loud appeal. Finger has been raised. Amelia Margaret will have to depart now. We would like also to have a close look on that one. Nyomhoz Shakil being on 22 after 22 deliveries shall first. Earlier on the toss, she'll say that they will be looking forward to post like 80 runs. Look at that great shot. But apart from the shot, look at the throw. Look at the fielding from the fielder there in the deep. Way too close. Way too close. Way too close, I'm telling you. But all the efforts went in vain. Mugwaneza is the new batter inside there. There you can see the intentions from Shakil wanting to run. Don't know if it's the matter of the runs or the matter of having the strike. 5 wickets have been picked by Ingabon Knights. Loud appeared there. Umpire shows no interest. That was down the leg. Jersey number 7. Iman Dian coming from the pavilion end. 4 more balls to go. The wicketkeeper wanted to stop Shakil even before catching the ball. This time, not enough connection on it, but they will be looking for a double. And they got it. "19 overs done here at Gahanga. "94 runs on the board. 5 wickets have been picked. 5 wickets have fallen. Only 6 runs to get into triple digits. 59 dots. 38 singles. 10 doubles. 5 boundaries and 2 maximums with 4 extras so far. The last over we have a captain. Look at the way the girl is very genius, knowing that it's not easy for her playing under pressure, knowing that it will not be easy for her to pick up a boundary or maximum, and giving away a single and letting the captain do the rest of the job.
Yeah, the singles have been piling up here, Mr. Enoch. Just 5 runs shy of triple digits. Final over it is. They get to 100 runs here. Slowly and steadily they've been pushing. Only half of the side has been headed back to the dugout. The captain has played a knock of resilience. 24 of 25. Again down the leg and running hard. Oh, it's going to be a run out. A yes no call, a slight hesitation, picking up that quick single, and she's got to pay the price. Someone who was hanging in for the longest time, the captain has got to depart now. It is the final over, whichever way the runs keep coming for them. Ingabo Knights still having the fight within, as you can see them picking up wickets with that effort. The presence of mind, throwing it towards the right end. Herrera Rosine making an appeal and having the batter in two minds there. She stopped right in between. If she hadn't stopped, she would have made it, but the struggle of communication allowing the opposition to pick a wicket here. It's 96 for the loss of 6 wickets now. 4 final legal deliveries left in the innings.
Now I would like you to place a bet. Do you think they are going to reach 100 or not?
Me losing my morning bet is a tough ask. 3 deliveries to get to 100. Anything is possible. But I doubt they will. They're going to hang into the 90s.
Bet have been placed.
A friendly warning there by the skipper Herrera Rosine, asking the non-striker not to walk out of the crease. Flighted in the air, should be taken. A wicket is going to be wicket number 7. 1 delivery left to score a boundary or more. I might be winning that bet. First wicket for Herrera Rosine in this innings. She picks the wicket of Umugwa Neza Grace. Final delivery of the innings left. Look at that, taking the top edge on that occasion.
"96 runs on the board. 7 wickets have been picked. And Rosine Herrera have picked some indoors.
And that will remain a single. Bit of celebrations for Zaid Khan as he wins the bet. They do not cross into triple digits. 98 is what will be required by Ingabo Knights in the second innings. 97 for the loss of 7 after 20 overs is Ingenzi Heroes here. A joint effort by the entire team. They looked really strong up front. Fall of wickets was very interesting here. There you have the scorecard. The top order batters performing. Utagushimimana. Utagushima Ninde Fani scoring 27 of 33. Shima Giselle scoring 26 of 31. 2 boundaries and 1 maximum. And we've got New Mohoza Shakira 24. The captain scored of 26 deliveries. Couple of single digits right after that, and 5 extras only being bowled. Tells you the disciplined bowling. There you see the partnerships. Smallest partnership there being very fruitful of 17 of 14 between Yumoza Shakira and Vomilia Margaret. That partnership of Shakira and Yumo and Ishima Giselle, 18 of 16 deliveries, also adding up with the biggest partnership of 45 of 56 between Fanny and Ishima Giselle. There we have the scorecard, the most expensive of the lot being to Mukunda Marie Josefa. 21 runs she gave away in her 3 overs with an economy of 7. Best bowling figures being of Wimanzi Kira. 2 wickets she picked with an economy of 4.33. Fall of wickets, as you can see, the first wicket fell on 45, and then the drama just continued all the way into the 70s. From 74 to 91, that's where a little partnership was developing, ending with a total of 97 for the loss of 7. Do stay tuned and join us for the run chase very, very soon.
Respect. 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 Respect.
Good afternoon and welcome everybody once again for the action here at Gahanga A. This is the Women's Elite T20 Tournament 2025. And we've got Ingabud Knights and Ingenzi Heroes taking on each other. Ingenzi Heroes posting 97 in 20 overs of play in the first innings. Ingabud Knights need to score 98 to take this victory. Uwase Giovanni starting the bowling attack from the airport end. Ingabire Georgette and Ufitene Malilian. Ingabire Georgette departed quite early without troubling the scorers today morning. She's having a second opportunity here. I'm Zaid Khan in the commentary box, and alongside me is Mr. Enoch. Here we go, ball number one. Swing and a miss, and it goes through everything. Will that race away to the boundary ropes? Nearly, nearly. They run hard and run back for a double. Runs conceded as buys. The weather is getting cool here, Mr. Enoch. Checking the local weather forecast. Do you reckon we might have some light showers in the region?
Another great shot there, down straight on the ground. Picks up the first boundary of the innings. It was 96 runs. Now it's 92 runs required for Ingabo Knights to win this game.
Yeah, times would ways. If you lose your line, the quicker you come, the quicker you go. Using the pace on that offer. I believe my co-commentator will not answer that question as the question went above his head like a bouncer from Uwase Giovanni's. We're talking about the light showers within the region. The breeze is picking up. The weather is getting cooler this afternoon. His thermal awareness is out of order. Six runs on the board after three deliveries, yeah? On the money, in the air. Who's getting underneath it? And it will be taken. First wicket goes down in the first over after 6 runs on the board. Versus Giovanni picks up a wicket here. Gabriel Georgette has got to depart. So much action happening in the first over itself. First blood.
Gabriel Georgette just looking forward to hit a maximum after getting that boundary. That's what Zaid have been saying, like a vampire after tasting on the blood. You keep going for more and much more. Now it didn't end in her way. Vumiri Margaret not giving her second life, and she ends up being sent back to the dugout.
A safe pair of hands there. Using it really well, keeping her eyes on the ball all the way throughout and comfortably taking that. Trying to cause early damage here to Ingabo Knights is Uwase Giovanni's. Full, and it's been clipped. Dianbi Menyimana, the new batter in. She's played a sensible knock and remained unbeaten in the first game today. She's coming in once again to bring some balance to the rocking ship.
Six runs on the board, 1 wicket have been picked, and one more legal delivery to go from the first over. Said you must be afraid of rain. Can see you.
Goes down the leg this time with a heavy breeze. Having spent plenty of years in a land of 1,000 hills. I'm no longer conceited, worried about rain. Though for the flow of the game, it is concerning having the showers around. Putting some bat onto that one to pick up just a single there. Yeah, with the run chase on, it'll be interesting if they do have any sort of delay because of the playing conditions and how does it affect the game. The DL comes in. Speaking of DL, do you know the full form of DL, Mr. Enoch?
There you can see the point table. Ingenzi Heroes and Ingabo Knight following there. I'm telling you, have never been curious to know the full form.
Full form of DL stands for Duckworth Lewis. It's a system used by the scorers to apply the revised totals on the board and the scores and the runs required to chase down a total. There are two gentlemen, Duckworth and Lewis, who came up with the calculation in a game of cricket. It's been a very informative day for you here at Gahanga today. Plenty of new things. We all keep learning, Enoch. It's all right. I learn a thing or two from you as well. How to remain unbothered under pressure. Mukun Nasila, the youngster, has been doing really well for Ingenzi Heroes here. What a delivery. How did that miss the stumps? Is the question everybody watching it on the screens must be asking. Look at that in swinging delivery. We'll have a look at that one more time on the replay. Beautiful delivery there by the youngster coming in from the pavilion end. So much movement into the right hander. I wonder how the ball ended up just missing the stumps. It was a beautiful delivery. We'll take a moment and catch a replay of that later. Down the leg this time, a bit too exaggerated this time around. Look at that delivery. Look where it pitched, Enoch. How did it go on to not hitting the stumps? Amazing, amazing stuff. Tighter than the security at Kigali Arena. Interesting place. Have you been there?
Yeah, I've been there just once.
You seem like someone who loves going out to concerts. They host plenty of those there. Or were you there for the gospel night?
Actually, I went there. It was in this week of commemoration. Yeah, when Rwanda.
It doesn't matter when you went there. What matters is how tight is the security. The security being really tight, and so is the bowling of the youngster Umukunwa here, keeping it as tight as a buck at the moment. Find the youngsters trying to run around for the singles and doubles. Mr. Enoch taking forever to answer questions. He's not sure of when, how, and where to answer what question. Hilarious. Interesting youngster I'm sitting besides. Takes a thickish outside edge. Oh, did that carry, Mr. Enoch? Been watching the game very closely there. Do you think that ball carried to the fielder?
Yes, of course. Two overs have been completed here. 14 runs on the board. 1 wicket have been picked. It was Georgette. The required run rate is 4 runs per over. and the current run rate being 7 runs per over. Japanese was coming back in the attack from the airport end. Previously, have picked the first wicket for Ingenzi Heroes.
Look at the background there. Very misty. 84 in 108. 108 legal deliveries. It's very, very possible in cricketing terms and mathematically speaking as well. Verse Giovannis comes in. First over gave away just 9 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Picked up 1 wicket in that over. Comes back for a second. Keeping it away from the arc of Bimenyimana Meridian. Strong player on the off. Dian. You said you used to bat as well back in the days, Mr. Enoch. What side of the field were you good at?
Offside.
Oh, you just shattered my heart. I thought you were about to say the bench. But it's all right. The offside is what the man says. Into the third over, 15 runs on board. Ofitanema Lilian is on 5 off 7. The runs are leaking through as Wase Giovannis is putting plenty of pace on it, but giving room for the batters as well. Oh, so close to the outside edge. What should the Ingabu Knights' approach be to this run chase, Mr. Enoch? Understanding that the rain might be playing a part very, very soon. We hope it doesn't, but from the looks of it, it looks like it's very near. What do you think Ingabo Knights should be targeting?
My goodness, it went straight to the rope. I thought that Sonia Iragena would be quick enough to stop that one from getting to the boundary, but unfortunately, she didn't. Back to your question, I think here these two players who are still there, Uftine Malilia and Menyman Maidiane, needs to stay there and make sure that they both keep ticking, not only keep it ticking, but also getting much more runs on the boards.
Yeah, they'll need plenty of those boundaries. Club did this time, there is protection, but that will be given as a no ball above waist height. A free hit to be followed. Yeah, a slow twirl of the finger there by Mr. Desire, indicating the free hit. That will be a wide. That means the free hit continues. Powerfully hit in the air. Who's getting underneath it? And catch will be taken. That is a massive, massive opportunity. Only for those who don't understand the laws of the game. It was a free hit. So she is going nowhere. For a moment, people watching thought the commentators must have been going wild over a catch. Of course not. It was a free hit. She can't go anywhere. Just 1 run taken off the free hit. Swing and a miss. 3 overs done, 23 for the loss of 1. Rwanda, the land of 1,000 hills, also known for its production of great quality coffee with international standards being met. How often do you consume coffee yourself, Mr. Enoch? Is it a normal thing? Is it an occasional thing? Or do you wait for such weather conditions?
To be honest, I don't wait for anything among what you have said. Among those options, all I do, I just wait for, like I can say, occasion. Someone rich, someone like you to come from nowhere and be like,
He
bye bye,
waits for
you
coffee donations. Oh my God. The man simply waits for coffee donations. Stingy. Very, very stingy. As stingy as Uimana here as she begins with a spell with a dot. Says, no matter how good the quality of coffee, I'm not buying any for myself. No chance.
loud appeal there, but the umpire shows no interest.
No, funny enough, I asked you that question. I asked you that question because I've never seen you drink coffee, ever. And we've got a beautiful coffee shop here at Gahanga. Shout out to Wakanda for providing us great quality coffee. And we'd like to invite anybody who's interested, the viewers, to come around, catch a cup, as they say, catch a cup of coffee here at Gahanga. Sip on good beverages and catch the action live. This is the Elite T20 Women's Series. Do we get to see the very first time Ingenzi Heroes taste defeat? Are Ingabo Knights going to overtake the Ingenzi Heroes today and secure their position into the finals? Look at that shot, powerfully hit for a boundary. Fitene Malilian, the opening batter, still packing a punch. So much time she had as she rocked onto the back foot, trying to punish that to the boundary ropes.
Look at that. The field at the mid wicket region.
Those are the shots that Mr. Enoch would even pay ticket to come watch. Tries that the second time, goes through the legs and goes through everything there.
Telling you the cricket you are witnessing at Gahanga, you can risk everything just to come and spend your whole day here. We have great sponsors like Zkhan who will donate coffees.
That's his very impolite way of asking for a cup of coffee. Mr. Enoch, the politician, trying all things possible here. Absolute failure. Absolute failure indeed. Final delivery ended up being a dot there. You can see the Manhattans, the blue Manhattans being quite high and competitive in comparison to the yellow ones. Just one wicket has gone down in comparison to the wickets of Ingenzi Heroes in the first innings earlier on. 29 on board for the loss of one wicket only. Significant amount of difference between current run rate and required run rate. 69 in 96. Not sure if you're a man of numbers, Mr. Enoch. But that seems to be a very interesting number there out in the middle. 4 overs done, 29 for the loss of one. And Umugwaneza Grace comes to open her spell from the airport end. Does she have a lift off? Let's wait and find out.
But I would like to ask you if they had to chase those runs just by taking singles, how many deliveries to take them to finish the innings?
69 runs, 69 singles. Common sense.
I've heard that you're not good in mathematics. That's why I just popped up with a simple question.
At times, you don't need mathematics when you have common sense. Mr. Enoch trying to question both my mathematics and my cricket sense as well. If I'm to ask you, how many boundaries would it take for that side to chase down that total of 69? Oh, it's been put down. It would have been such a great take there by a short fine leg fielder. She put in the dive but couldn't hold on to it as it was coming down. Look at that opportunity once again. A loopy flighted delivery there. She tries to play the sweep. She held on to it for a fraction of a second and then hits the ground hard. The ball rolls away. No damage done.
Back to your question, I think 11 maximums and 2 runs. I think Adabo would be the answer to that. I think now you are impressed with my mathematics.
Man is talking about maximums. I said the amount of boundaries. That means you're not only confused with what I'm asking, but you're not even listening close to what I'm asking. Anyways, good attempt trying to replace the question yourself. Flighted delivery. Of course, the batters understand the runs have to keep coming here if they're to manipulate the DL into their favor.
My leg beer.
5 overs have been completed here, 31 for the loss of 1. 6.2 being the current run rate. Slowly and steadily they're moving across. Will be really interesting to watch. We might not have any rain, but the weather seems to be cooling down with a heavy amount of mist in distant land. Loud appeal there. Not given. Was there any part of her shoe behind the line there? If we get a different angle of that. At the moment, Timingabo Knights are still moving in the surplus. The amount of deliveries left compared to the amount of runs required. So they don't really have to worry about the amount of wickets as well. They've got plenty of those left. The only thing they should be considerate about is trying to rotate the strike and keep the scoreboard ticking here. Backing away, and because of the length, it was too full. On that occasion, Bibenyimana backing away on a delivery that should have been played on the front foot rather than the back foot. Once again, backs away, cramping herself up for room against Uimana. 4 back-to-back dots. Remember, the captain has got to go down to Namibia in coming weeks, playing that ICC tournament, the World Cup qualifiers, Division 1, they've qualified to. These are the games that they need to put themselves up to the task and up to the challenge and see how they can manage to be aggressive against spinners, against pace bowlers. Take it as though you're going through some practice. Power play done. 6. It is 31 for the loss of 1. Mugwaneza Grace will be coming into the attack from the airport end. Jersey number 5.
Such more differences, which makes the huge impact from the first innings. Have you seen the way Team Ingency Heroes, they just keep rotating, they just keep those singles coming and those doubles coming.
Oh, goes down and takes a top edge to it, trying to target that short fine leg region. The keeper was very, very close, but she couldn't complete the run out there in time. Lucky for Ufitenema Lilian, who puts in all effort to get back in time.
All they just need to do, I mean, in Gabon night, all they just need to do is to make sure that those runs keeps coming. There's no need of just waiting for boundaries and maximums. Rather than delivery, if they can at least manage to get 3 or 4 runs per every over, at least in 5 overs, I'm telling you, it will be a different story.
Ufitenema, while being on batting, you can see not too many fielders have been pushed to the boundary ropes. They're still well within the inner circle there. She should be taking on this as a challenge and trying to target the boundary ropes. Short fine leg and nearly got undone by the spin. She did really well in the end. No run taken. Not the easiest of spots to field on. Times the ball comes really, really quick and awkwardly as well.
End of the 7 overs done now. I'm telling you, 33 runs on the board. 1 wicket have been picked. We still have Minimana Diande and Uftinema Lilian. Look at the difference. 17 and 5.
That will be a wide, way outside off stump. 7 overs done, 33 for the loss of 1. The scoreboard seems to be stuck into the 30s here. They're not moving anywhere. Plenty of dots being offered. Uimana in the air, and it gets put down. Ishimwe Giselle puts that one down. Nobody could have expected that. One of the best fielders in the field puts a dolly of a catch down on the ground. Was that dive really necessary though, Enoch? Oh, gets knocked over. What a delivery. What a magical delivery. It has turned 90 degrees away. Squared Bimenyimana up as she went onto the back foot, trying to defensively play that. Magical delivery this by Uimana. What a wicket. What a massive wicket this is.
The bowler now being clever, saying that I've tried to put this ball in the good spot for the fielders to catch it. They have failed. Now let me try my new ways. And fortunately, she got it right. Now Diana will have to go back to the dugout.
Yeah, very next ball. Very, very next ball. Look how much turn that ball had. She rocks onto the back foot there, right there, and just beats the outside edge and bang onto the off stump. Beautiful, beautiful delivery for the left-hander, Uimana. And that brings Irakuze Flora. Interesting play for Ingabo Knights. She's been very busy along the banks here at Gahanga, trying to provide apparels and footwear for the fans and the people who come by. Also been part of the national side. Flora Irakoze. Let's wait and see what sort of hand she plays in this run chase. Flighted, straight away rotating the strike.
Previously, I was thinking because we have seen so many times fielders dropping like butters when they were at two and they end up scoring centuries. I was thinking the same about Diane. They have dropped her, I think twice. I was wondering the price they will be paying for that. But Uimana Rus, being generous, and she cleans up. And that great cut shot there, straight to Shakil, the captain. Fielder not risking it all. Goes for a sweep shot, a slow sweep shot. They'll be coming for the second one. And comfortably they will. 8 overs done now. 37 runs on the board. 2 wickets down. It's Diane Minimana and Georgette. At this stage of the game, assume that you are the captain of Ingawon Knights. What are some of the approach that you can use knowing that you have lost your two crucial wickets? I mean, Diane Minimana and Georgette.
Nothing much. It's not really rocket science. The required run rate says 5, and that is where they've gone into a bit of a niggle because of the fall of wickets there. 8 overs being completed, 37 on the board for the loss of 2 wickets. Not to get too overwhelmed with the fall of wickets here. They've got to keep continuing the flow of the game, of the run chase, and be a bit mindful of how many dots come into play. If you give too many dots away, you lose the game. Irakoze Flora hits that, but nowhere to go, and that is what I was talking about. You've got to guide the ball in vacant regions now, picking gaps, trying to steal those singles and doubles. Nowhere to go. Once again, you can see the effect of a wicket there. How the dot balls start piling up, and now the gap between runs required and balls remaining is slowly decreasing. The gap is getting narrower. Plays it down the ground. Will that go all the way for 4? Yes, it will. Short of aggression here by Irakoze Flora. She goes downtown. A bit fuller this time around by Umugwaneza Grace. She goes up and over. Mid off. Look at that. Lovely flow of the hands. Lovely extension as well. And lovely connection. Sweet connection there for 4.
After delivering 2 dots, now they will come to her with a boundary. Block that one. Just trying to go for a single. But no is the call. As she was the one who was going in the dangerous zone. He's trying to go hard once again, but didn't connect well enough.
Yeah, that's the role they've given her. Go in and be expressive, express yourself through the game. Not to get too much pressure upon your shoulders. This time she sweeps and it is racing away. Who wins the race? The fielder does. She does well to follow it all the way into the deep. They gather 2 runs. 9 overs done. 44 for the loss of 2.
Ustine Madilian being the main actor this time. 21 runs from 28 deliveries. She faced. But have you noticed the way she's very good at this sweep shot?
It's one of the aspects of practice, Enoch. Something that you work on in the nets and you bring that to your game out to the center, applying your practice to your match. Some players take too long to be comfortable enough to execute it. Some people take very little time, just a few shots, a few sessions in the nets, and they feel comfortable enough playing it. And to some players, some shots come naturally. This time just gets a tickle down the leg side for a double. In the air, will it be taken? It gets put down. Ira Flora gets a second chance. Look at that. She had all the time to settle underneath it. Uimana will feel put down alongside her team there. It's going to be a wide there. Action alive.
48 runs on the board. One more legal delivery for Uyman and Lucy to end her spell of 4 overs.
Being troublesome with the spin there, Uimana. She ends her spell gave away just 13 runs and picked up 1 wicket. Excellently bowled. Halfway mark, 48 for the loss of 2. 10 overs have been completed here for Fitinema Lillian, standing on 21 of 32, unbeaten out in the middle, alongside Irakuze Flora.
Ngabile Georgette going out only for 60 runs from 4 deliveries with one boundary with strike rate of 150. Optine Meridian still there. 21 runs of 32. 2 boundaries. No maximum on her name. Wide delivery. I'm telling you, these extras will be the cost and the price Ingenzi Heroes will be paying at the end of the day. Placing it in the gap, risky run, but comfortably they will. Thick outside edge. The ball is racing away to the third man region. Look at the intentions of Lola. Even though she's not the one who is facing, even though she's not the one who is striking, but she's just energizing her partner to make runs out of those edges.
Sweeps once again finds a short fine leg. I would like to request the production team to pop up the table standings for a brief moment here. So you see the table standings. We'll get an idea as to which two teams will be playing for the third position tomorrow morning and which two teams will be playing the finals in the afternoon. Into the 50s are Ingabo Knights. There we have the table standings. We'll talk about that right after this delivery. There we have the table standings. Ingenzi Heroes at the very top. Following closely now are Ingabo Knights. Ingabo Knights and Ingenzi Heroes will be taking on each other in the finals tomorrow, as Amasimbi Hawks will be playing Imena Herons for the third position tomorrow morning.
From there, you can see that Ingenzi Heroes have bought 8 extras so far, with 12 runs to go, just in 54 runs. And that swing and miss that beats her completely. Miriam Margaret, what a great start. Starting off with a dot delivery. My goodness, back dots deliveries.
Yeah, pressure being built here with the amount of dots being played. 45 in 52. The game could swing either way. Big back swing there, but contact not coming in time.
Two more legal deliveries to go, as Mr. Z Khan uses to say. But Zed, what do you call them legal deliveries?
It's quite obvious. If a bowler tends to bowl an extra, it's not a legal delivery. It has to be bowled again. It's the laws of the game, Enoch. I'm really astonished with the fact that you end up asking me such questions, but you'd rather enjoy such shots. There is a beautiful boundary being struck there by Ufitinema Lilian. Beautiful shot that was. It was clubbed. It was the leg side there for a boundary, a much needed boundary. 12 overs completed, 57 for the loss of 2 now. And we've got Ishimwe Giselle coming from the airport end to bowl. Vumilia giving away just 4 runs in her first over.
For 21 runs required from 48 deliveries. It's now getting quite difficult. Shimne Giselle coming in the attack from the airport end.
Yeah, very competitive all-rounder she is. She's didn't do much with the bat, but one of the scorers for Ingenzi Heroes today. She's been amongst the top scorers. We haven't seen that table today. At some point, the production team will be posting the tables of the top scorers and the top wicket takers in this tournament, and the best fielders as well. Putting some light on individual performances. Interesting game. The game of cricket is, Enoch. You need 11 responsible and talented individuals, skillful individuals in a team of 11 to play the game throughout. Everyone playing a definite role, everyone playing a very subjective part of the team. As you can see, Shimo Giselle knocks her over, goes through the defenses, goes for a wild swing across the line. Shimo Giselle wastes no time, picks up her first wicket in her first over. Fidenema Lilian has got to depart for 28 of 43 deliveries there. Wicket number 3 goes down for Ingabo Knights.
The name of Lilian, the one I've been playing crucial role for Gabo Knights, just staying there for too long. She have faced 42 deliveries and she have scored 28 runs from it. And there you can see the strike rate of 65 with 3 boundaries.
Look at that. Straight as an arrow. Goes through the defenses, goes through the line, goes through the batter with so much ease. Read the wrong line and had to pay the price. There was a demolition job behind the batter there. The furniture being destructed, stumps being uprooted. Powerful hit down the ground there. 1 bounce for 4. Aggression here by Belize Murekatete. She's been sent in with the long levers to pump a few over the boundary ropes. This partnership will be very, very vital here, Enoch. Have a look at that shot.
Very great and good way to start by Belize Mulekatete. Now on a strike rate of 400.
Drives that one, running extremely hard. Won't be interested in coming back for a double. Be nice to watch what sort of communication is there between Belize Murikatete and Irakuze Flora. Just 35 runs needed. Around the corner, it's walked out. It's in the vacant region. Beautifully placed. The timing was exquisite. Running hard, coming back for a triple. 3 runs being completed there. Excellent running between the wickets between Irakuza Flora and Murikatete. That will be the end of the 13th over there. It's going to be 66 for the loss of 3 after 13. There we have the table toppers. 165 boundaries have been struck, 19 of them to the name of Omotoniwase Clarice, 15 by Ishimwe Giselle, maximums 2 of them by Ikuzwe Alice, and 1 by Uwase Giovanni Sie. Mugwaneza Grace has been picking wickets as well. 11 wickets to her name, 4 maidens she's bowled. Average of 5.09 at the very top with the best economical figures as well, 2.95. Shimu Henry following closely, and so is Uwase Giovannis in third position. Plays that one off the back foot. No run to be taken as Vumilia comes back into the attack from the pavilion end.
32 runs required from 41 legal deliveries. Looking that one. Not playing much of that delivery. Flola being on 14 after 14 deliveries shall first. From there you can see stepping out, just trying to go for a biggie. Missing the ball completely, but also the ball beating the wicket keeper. Another great punch off the back foot. They can see four dots, consecutive dots. Stepping out, my goodness. 2 times just trying to step out to go for a big shot, but not succeeding. Bazed, what do you do when you just try something for once, twice, and you find yourself not being successful? Do you keep going or you just say like, let me try something else?
Well, at times you need to go for what is necessary. You just need to make a sweet connection with the bat and try to keep the scoreboard ticking. That is very, very important and crucial for the run chase. Within the game, Enoch, the need to keep the strike rotating here, and those singles can keep building up. 14 overs completed, 67 for the loss of 3. Belize Murikatete should be one of the players who can be taking the risks and going for the bigger shots here. Boundaries are very, very important now. Yes, the single doubles will keep piling up, but to get away from the amount of dots they've played previously, they need boundaries. And Ishimwe Giselle is not going to make that task easy. As she comes in for a second over, Soft hands has been just dabbed to the player at point for a single. Very, very cautiously done here by Irakoze.
I think the shot was a great idea at this stage of the game because they have lost three crucial wickets. I think once they manage to keep this approach up, this momentum up of just tapping the ball, blocking the ball into the gap and getting the single would be something great. Because from there you can see she was just looking for a big shot, and you've seen what was going to be costing the whole team. I think just running a single ball, running every single ball can be something great. As they still have many more balls to go, many more deliveries to go compared to the runs required.
16:30, the local time here in a land of 1,000 hills. Getting very dark very early. The skies are gloomy. The breeze is cold. And no coffee for Mr. Enoch as he still waits for some sponsorship. Goes through Irakoze Flora this time around. She tried to dab one down to third man. Third man is up. The third man fielder is up at the moment, well within the circle there. If she's to run it down, it's going to be a tight one for the fielders. Slows the pace. Into covers, coming back for a double. And they do that with ease once again. Nervy, it's going down to the wire, neck to neck, 29 needed in 32 deliveries. This is the time, Enoch. You better start waking up. The action is coming in straight away. 27 in 31. That is lots of drama we're bound to see.
As the prophet says, that this is the partnership you don't have to break because they can do a great damage, they can cause a great trouble. That's what our prophet Zaid have said, and paying a close attention, you can even see it. They're both running machines. Once you do a fumble, a small mistake, I'm telling you, they are going to run threes and twos in front of your eyes. 27 runs to go from 30 deliveries.
Yeah, that's the equation. As you can see, the worms intertwining amongst each other. At some point, the yellow went up and then swap places with the blue worm. This has been going up and down. But what a momentum they've gained all the way from over number 10 to over number 13 and 14. Team Ingabo Knights here.
Vumia Margaret coming to board her third for two previous overs. She's gone for 2 runs. She goes for a sweep shot. Just trying to come back for a double. But Belize is saying no. Look at that. Even though they are in a hurry for getting runs, Belize Mrekatete not being out of control, not being out of her mind, saying no where it is necessary.
I mentioned earlier how vital communication is at this particular point, at this particular stage of the game. Being very cautious, Belize, he sends her partner back. But then Irakuze Flora will need to find gaps here, will need to keep the scoreboard coming. She's got to keep the strike rotating here. Can't be giving away too many dots at this stage. And another one. All claps and celebrations for the ladies in green and black.
26 runs, 27 deliveries. Now the equation is becoming parallel. Goes straight down the ground. Passes by Giselle. And much needed boundary comes in now.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Dances down the pitch and just hits it past the bowler, over the bowler's head there. Very, very quickly. What a shot that was. And what a time to bring out that shot for Irakoze Flora. 22 now needed in 26 deliveries. This time onto the leg side. That will be another boundary. Yes, it will. Back-to-back boundaries. Gaining momentum is Irakoze Flora. Making an impact, coming back into the side, into the playing 11. Really, really good to see her bring out her A side. Look at that. Look at the placement. Look at the execution. Look at the timing behind that shot. That shot was better timed than my salary at the end of the month. Big swing once again. Misses it altogether. 16 overs done. It's 80 for the loss of 3.
Someone 18 runs required from 24 deliveries. Swing and miss. 16 overs completed.
Giselle Ishimwe cutting off pace on that occasion, not giving the speed Murekatete Belize expected out of her. She's got to be sharp. Long levers of Belize can put the ball away with ease. This time powerfully hits that over extra cover. The fielder in the deep does well to hold on to it, but they come back for a double. It's all happening here. The runs are flowing and leaking all over the place. 18 now needed in 23.
I do remember back when in IPRC cricket over, Belize, her team were supposed to hit, I think, 12 runs were required, and she have managed to get 2 back-to-back maximums, and deal was done.
Frankly speaking, I don't remember, but she is a high caliber player. This time through covers. The chase is on. Oh, and it is a boundary. The dive was there, but the ball wins the race to the ropes. You can see the frustration there by Ishimwe Giselle. A full toss, a low full toss. Look how much Murekatete moved out of the crease. Beautiful looking shot and gets the value out of it. The runs are drying up here for Ingenzi Heroes. Very little left for them to defend. Past the bowler this time downtown. 1 run it will be.
Is that saying that you can't remember? Maybe you will remember this. Is it not being friendly with his memory? Up in there, someone getting underneath, and Giovanni's grabbing that catch.
Yeah, that will be the end of the exciting knock of Irakoze Flora. 26 of 28 deliveries.
Eleven runs to go. From there, you can see didn't manage to connect. Japanese was there on the rope, just trying to save the boundary. Unfortunately, she didn't. Now she came in and she managed to grab that catch. And Frola will have to go back.
New batter in, Mukamusoni. She'll have to find a way to work out some magic with Belize Murekatete still out in the middle. Just 11 runs now needed. Enoch. I told you how fruitful that partnership was. 26 of 29 Irakoze Flora. Called by Uwase Giovannis, bowled by Shimwe Giselle. Have Ingenzi Heroes earned themselves a right here to turn the game into their favor? Let's wait and find out. In the air once again. It lands safe. It lands in no man's land. No damage could have been done apart from 2 runs to be collected. Murekatete Beli is still on strike here. 18th over. Powerfully hits that. Has it gone all the way? 1 bounce 4. Nearly very, very close to the boundary ropes there. Murekatete really getting the hang of things here. Look at that. Lovely extension. Clubs it onto the leg side. Easy pickings in the vacant region. Just 5 more runs needed. That is the effect of aggressive mindset. Team Ingenzi Heroes seem to be in for an upset. The very first time in this tournament, they might get to see themselves going down, but they've been really, really playing well so far. 5 in 15.
They are moving by 5 runs. Yet the runs required for them to win this game is 2 runs. Another swing and miss. What a great comeback from Giovanni Uwase. There you can see the way that Belize is struggling, stepping out, stepping in, moving forward, moving backward.
Interesting. Still fighting hard, Ingenzi Heroes here with the amount of dotted deliveries here. Uwasi Giovanni's 3 back-to-back dots. Final delivery of her 3rd over. 20 runs on the board by Belize Murekatete. Does she take her side over the line?
Wide delivery, wide delivery. It was 5, now -1. 4 runs to win. And 3 runs to tie the game.
Swing and a miss. And that will be the end of the 18th over. Just 12 legal deliveries left and 4 runs to win the game. Will this be the over where it all comes to an end?
Shimga Giselle comes back into the attack from the airport end, starting off with a dot delivery. She's gone for 20 runs from three deliveries. I mean, 3 overs. She bowled for runs to go. From there, you can see the intentions of the fielder and the fielding side. Not even trying to risk any single run.
If they're being really careless here, they'll take the game into the final over, which is very, very risky. Look at the quality bowling here. Ishima Giselle, 3 back-to-back dots. 4 runs to win here. This game being very, very funny. The momentum shifting side to side, like a politician before elections. Look at that. She's clubbed that onto the leg side. That is a boundary. And the game is set, done, and won by Ingabo Knights, successfully chasing it down. One wrong delivery down the leg, and look at that, just helping it with the twist of the wrist. Ingabo Knights winning this competition by 6 wickets, and they secure their position into the finals. There we have the scorecard. As you can see, multiple partnerships there. Ofitinema Lillian, 28 of 43 deliveries with 3 boundaries to her name. 26 of 29 was Irakoze Flora, the wicket keeper, who made a very good partnership alongside Murika Teta Belize, who scored 20 of 16 deliveries only. And Muka Musoni and Ifa came in to score the winning runs here. With 9 extras being offered, they chased down the total. As you can see there, we have the bowling scorecard. 2 wickets to the name of Ishima Giselle with an economy of 6.55. And then the most expensive of the lot being Oasi Giovanni's 8, being her economy, despite picking 1 wicket. And also Uimana Ruth picking 1 wicket with an economy of 3.25. 9 extras were offered, but weren't able to pick up too many wickets here. There is the match summary. My co-commentator will be joining you for the post-match presentations. It's been a lovely day of cricket here at Gahanga International Cricket Stadium. Catch you tomorrow for third position and the finals. Signing out is Zaid Khan.
Respect. 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 Respect.
Welcome again to the post-match presentation of the game of the this afternoon. It was a great competition we have witnessed between Ingenzi Heroes and the Ingabo Knights. Ingabo Knights winning the game by 6 wickets. First things first, I would like to call upon the captain of Ingenzi Heroes. Hadla captain, my first question is, do you think those runs were not enough for you to defend it?
Sure, those runs are enough to defend it, but we did wrong in our fielding side.
Okay, what are some of the positives that you have picked from this game?
So some positive. We cannot win all the games. Losing is a part of the game. So we are not going to quiet. We are coming back for tomorrow.
All the best in the upcoming game. First things first, captain of Ingabo Knights, please get close. I'm not going to take it long. 2 games in the day, 2 wins. What is the message that you can give to your teammates?
So what I can say, the chase was superb, so we have to keep momentum. Even when we were setting, it was okay. We are looking forward to what we are going to do in the afternoon tomorrow for the final. We have to take it. We are ready for it.
All the best, captain.
Thank you.
I would also like to invite the umpire to hand over the trophy, and the man of the match is the one, player of the match, I mean, is the person who have played. Sorry. Is this girl who have played in the morning and also in this afternoon. It was her second game and they have managed to take her team through and they have won the game. It's none other than Flora Idakoze. Please get close and have your trophy. I want to keep it short. How are you feeling? What was the attitude there in the middle?
Confident. So confident.
Confidence. All the best, all the best, Flora, in the upcoming game.
Thank you.
That was it from the middle. Ingabo Knights winning the game by 6 wickets.